Hello, everyone. Vicki Achard here with Nature's Best Art. Thank you for joining me today. Today, I'm going to be making an illustration for my book. I'm working on some faces, children's faces. The Caucasian girl that I drew, an Indian girl, a Chinese boy. Mouth is a little bit big. Took me about 2 hours to make those eyes. So, needless to say, I thought I'd be done, and I thought I would get to my great painting, but I'm still on this painting. So today I'm going to be painting this Spanish girl right here. I drew it right on my Arches paper. This is 140 cold press. So let's get started. I'm going to put my paper on, the ones that I painted already, so I don't get any paint on it or any marks on it with my hands. So let's get started. So let's pick up some dark, let's start out with our burnt sienna, or burnt sienna. And I'm getting a lot more water than I really have paint right now, because I want to make no hard lines on her face. I'm going to get this pretty wet to start off with. Okay, let's see, go around here. This is a beautiful picture of a beautiful girl. I just love the way this drawing turned out. I'm using my reference photo from Pixabay. I've talked about that site before. It's photographers that take pictures that allow artists to paint their pictures. Okay, that's good. All right, now I'm going to drop in some darker color. Well, here I'm going to put the burnt sienna, little burnt sienna there first, I think. Let's see. Then I'll drop in the darker color. Okay. I like to take my time with this. And looking at my reference photo, girl has a lot of darkness underneath the eyes, some around the mouth here, the chin, this area here especially. Okay, now I'm going to go with my darkest color, which is I'm going to use burnt umber. It's quite dark right here by her hair here. And it comes around here by her chin. Okay. Here, I've had quite a busy week this week. I wanted to get this video up yesterday, but I was finishing up actually an order, so I didn't couldn't get to my video yesterday. Now let's see right here. Okay, a little bit more burnt umber. You see how that's dropping in without leaving a hard edge. I want right around here, a little bit here, and under this chin is quite dark. And on the eyes, around the eyes. I don't think I want to get them as dark as the photo. Might have been like a shadow. And then right here I see by the eyebrows too. Right underneath here. A little bit on there. There we go. Okay, I'm going to actually do her neck right now also. Okay. All right, and I think I'm going to start again with my burnt sienna. Just go a little dark here at first. See how dark that gets it. And then a little bit here is a shadow. Okay, now I'm gonna just blend that all in right here. Okay. All right, that's good right there. All right, I'm gonna dry this now. I like that. I don't see too much pink at all. I should probably put a little bit of pink in there. I think I'll put some, I got Pyro Red, no, not Pyro Red, Quinacridone Rose, I think is what I'm gonna use. Okay, just a little bit. Not much. Okay, I like that. All right, now let's dry that. Okay, let's see where I can put this. Oh, right here, I guess. That'd probably be good. I hope you can see me painting this. Here's what we got so far. Where is it? Right, right here. We're kind of close there. There we go. That's what we got so far. Isn't this a pretty color here? I think this is burnt umber and maybe quinacridone rose together, and then with the water, it makes a really pretty peach. All right, so let's see what we got now. We got to do her eyebrows. I'm going to go in with my number 2. Her eyebrows are quite dark, so I'm going to actually go right in with the burnt umber. And I can go this way with her eyebrows. Get that in a bit. Oh, I got a piece of something on there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I actually didn't draw the rest of my children that I painted here right on the paper, but when I got to this one, I thought, I'm going to try it. Instead of using, what I did is the other ones, I drew on my paper with my, and then I put my, drawing on with my graphite paper. You know how I showed you in all my videos how I do that. But this one I wanted to try this. So we'll see if I like this, the way this turns out. Let's see. It's more like down like this instead of like, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to put a little black in there too. So I'm going to use my Payne's Gray. Get that pretty black. I'm using my M-Gram paints today. But I believe this, So I've been using my Amgram paints throughout this whole, my whole paintings here, my portraits. But I believe the Payne's Gray is Winsor Newton. Yeah. Just kind of bushy eyebrows, so I don't mind if they get a little, they look a little bushy. Okay, looks pretty good. Okay, now for her eyes, I'm going to use my number 2 again, my Payne's Gray, to kind of make an outline of her eye. Let's see, I'm going to make sure I have enough black on my brush. Yep. Okay, so let's, can you see that? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna, sort of like a moon shape. And then I'm gonna do this one here. Okay. And then the bottom. Good. All right. Now, this is quite black around the eye here. And this is black. Okay, and I like to not make a whole circle in the eye. Instead, I like to go up like a V, or not a V, a U shaped, so that the eye is not a circular, a whole circle in there. It just looks better. See, maybe I could show you my other ones. Say, on this one here, this girl here, I put it like a U. See the U? And the boy also. Okay. So, she looks, whoops. I was going to show you, she looks a little scary right now, doesn't she? Okay, but we'll fill her in here. Now, what I want to do, she has really brown eyes. I'm going to try to keep a little of this black in there on my brush too, and mix it with my burnt umber. My burnt umber is the darkest brown that I have. And I'm going to put a little black in there because she has really dark eyes. Okay. And I can see her pupil a bit too. And it's even like a little darker. So I am going to make that. Sometimes you don't have to make the pupil. Sometimes I see it in the picture here. So let's see the photo. And I'm going to make this black or dark, really dark right around here. And I'm going to have to remember to leave a little white space for a highlight. Then I'm going to just go around here like this. I'm going to do this here. All right. Make just a little highlight there. Good. All right, I'm going to do the same for the other one. I'm going to pick up my black, mix it with my burnt umber. I want to get that really, really pretty dark. And I'm going to try to save the highlight there. Okay. I'm going to paint all around here. And around here, and just save a little bit of a highlight. Want to get this nice and round. She has nice and round eyes. Just a beautiful portrait. Now I got this one a little darker, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to put some color in here. There, it's getting darker like that one. There we go. So there's that. Where is this? Oh, there. I want to make sure you see this. All right, now the nose. Let's go down to the nose. I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and I'm going to put a pupil in there because I do see a pupil. All right, now the nose. I take my lightest brown, which is the burnt sienna, and I don't want to make this too dark. I have a tendency to make the noses too dark, so I try not to. And here we go. Let's see. We're going to, she has quite a distinctive look to that nose. So I'm going to put my paper on here so I don't make any marks with my hands. All right, so let's see. This nose goes like this. And then I see dark here. Dark here. Noses are very tricky. Very tricky. Okay. Got that a little big. Might have to take some of that off. Now, that's kind of a harsh edge. I'm going to try to blend that just a bit. Yeah, I want to pick up a little bit more burnt sienna because I'm going to blend this out here a little bit with some. Pick up my bigger brush, my number 6. I'm going to spread that out a bit. A little shadow there by the nose, see? Good. Okay. See if I can get a little bit of this out here. Got that a little big. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Goodness sakes. I was picking up my Kleenex there and it was in back of the camera stand. Sorry. The tripod. Okay. Now, that's what I got so far with the nose. But I want to get a little bit more distinguishable on the left side because I can see if I can do this here, right here like this. There we go. That's all I'm going to do. Now there's a little shadow here under by this nose here, so I'm just going to take the bigger brush and I'm going to just go like this. Okay, and I'm going to get my water, bring it down like this. That's all I'm going to do there. Okay, now I am going to make this a bit darker here underneath there where her nostrils are. I'm going to have to put a little bit more burnt umber because I don't want it, I mixed black with it, remember? So I'm going to put burnt umber there and pick that up just a little darker here. Hope you can zero in on this. Okay, that's about all I'm going to do. There's a line here between her nose and her lip, but I'm not going to do that right now. I may not do that at all. We'll see. All right, now the lips are so pretty, and they're not very red. They're kind of peachy like that other. Let's see. Do I want them that? I don't want them that peachy, I don't think. I think I'm going to put some burnt umber in this to take some of that color out. More like a darker peachy. Okay. All right, here's her bottom lip. And okay. And her top lip. That's even a little dark right there too. But the top lip looks darker, I think. Yeah, to me it does anyway. So let me see. I need to get a little bit more color in the bottom, but I don't want to get it as dark as on top. There we go. Interesting that I have a little bit of white space here. Like, see, what I did is I left a little white space around there when I painted her face. So I'm going to let this dry and outline it a bit. But let's see, at first, let's see, oh, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, so I need to get around her lip to put some more color in there. Would have been nice if I went right at the beginning, but okay, I didn't, so I gotta just put it in. So there is a little bit of a shadow by the lips, so if we get it darker, it's okay. Yep, right there, there's a shadow right underneath the lip too, so, but I don't want to get much of it under there. Let's see, or right here anyway. Under the lips, okay. She has quite a distinguishable, like, shadow here. Okay. I don't want to get too harsh of a line. Okay, now I could draw that lip up a bit, but that's what happened when I painted the Chinese boy here. I saw that I wanted to make him look like he was smiling more, so I went further up and I got it just too big. I don't want to do it, with this one. Let me see here. But I did draw the, you can see my lines here. So let's see. Getting that a little too dark, I think. You can always take color out. There we go. So I think what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to dry this first. Now, since I drew my portrait right on my watercolor paper, I'm going to try to erase these lines a little bit. Let me see, maybe get this kind of eraser here. Yeah, I got that one out. This one, I don't know why I can't get that line out very well. Maybe it took some of the paint out. Okay. When you work with portraits, you just have to work with them, just keep working at them until you like what you see. Okay. So I'm going to put a little water in here first. I don't want to extend that line. I just want to put a little color in. Okay. Take my water, spread it out. Like I said, she does have a little bit of a shadow by each corner of her lip. So if I get a little shadow, I don't mind that. Let's see. But I don't want to get her lips too big like I did that other one. Okay. Doesn't look bad. Right now, I think I need more color in her lips. Looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna start here. Not get it too big. Okay, and a little less color on the bottom. So let me dry this because I don't want that to blend in together. Okay, now I see that I gotta take my water off my ferrule so it doesn't drip. So this line here, I want to make right like that. There we go. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna dry this again. Okay, now in the center of her lips, I am going to make a line. There is a distinguishable line there. Okay. And just right here, I could add just a bit more color to her lip. Okay. All right, not bad. All right, now let's go back to her eye. Her eyes are dry, and let's see what I can add. She has some eyelashes. Okay. She also has two lines above her eye, too. I don't know if I'm going to make those. I could if I wanted to, but I don't have to. I think I'm just going to make the eyelashes. Okay, so I'm going to get black and you know what? I might want to do this with my liner brush, I think. I think I'm going to try that. I tend to get eyelashes too thick with the number 2 brush. So I'm going to go in with my liner brush. Your liner brush holds quite a bit of water. It's this type of brush here. See the line? Very long. All right, now I want pretty much paint on here instead of water. Okay. So let me see here. Okay, like that. Maybe one more lash here. All right. It's more dark burnt umber and Payne's gray. Quite a bit of, now let's see here. The eyelashes here go this way. have to hold my breath so I can't talk. Got these a little long, I think. I think they'll look all right. I think they look all right. Okay, and then in the center of the eye, I'm going to put a little bit of Quinacridone Rose. That's a little pinkish, just a bit. Just a bit. Don't want to take it away like I just did, but I'll leave a little bit on there. Okay, good. And then here's some eyelashes on the bottom. Okay, so let's get a little bit more Payne's Gray. Yeah, I would have gotten done with these, but like I say, the boy took a long time. So let's see here. She's got quite a bit of eyelash looking right here. Made them a little long, I think. Okay, and then a little bit on this side. Be a little too dark. Get that off with my, there we go. Trying to curve them a bit. Okay, that's probably good. That's probably good. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, now she needs some more shadows under her chin here. I'm going to get a little bit burnt sienna at first. I'm actually paint in that chin a bit here. Water's just dropping in the way I want. Okay, and I'm going to spread that out by water a bit. Okay, define that chin better. And then come up here, this side. I can see that my drawing, you can, excuse me, tell that I, have a few more sketch marks from the drawing by just drawing it on the paper, which is fine. That's okay. All right, let's see. And then this part here. I think I'd like to give her a little bit of some kind of something here. She's wearing a purple top with flowers, and I think I want to make, let's see, some kind of a, let's see, I can make it blue if I wanted to. I have blue on my, instead of making it purple, I could make it purple. Well, let's see here. Let's see. Maybe some kind of V neck here. Okay. And maybe some like purplish flowers or something here. So it doesn't look like, like looks like she has some kind of a top on. I think that would be pretty. Instead of just her shoulders showing like that. And maybe we'll get a little pink here. Have a little pink. Oh, that's kind of dark, isn't it? But that's okay. That kind of looks nice. And let me dry that a minute. I'm going to put a little purple on the sides of her top here, I think, too. There we go. I'm going to turn this, actually. Okay. I like that. Whoops. Put that in my clean water. That's okay. Let's see. Let me get this just a little lighter, I think. There. Okay. Now let's do her hair. Let's see. First of all, I want to go in, I think, with some water. The last thing we got to do is the hair. Well, and then we got to get the pupils in the eyes. I did see a pupil. I think I want to do that. Have you ever made portraits? Not too bad. It's not too scary. You just gotta get used to the colors, you know. Like this is a Spanish girl, so I wanted her face to be a little darker than the Caucasian. So this is yellow ochre mostly. This is the burnt sienna and the burnt umber. The Indian was the burnt umber. And the Chinese boy, I did a little bit of yellow ochre and that's about it. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, we got that hair. Now I'm going to put some brown in it. Let's start with the lighter brown. We could put a little yellow ochre in there, but I'm going to just do this for right now, I think. Just to get the, the back of the, or all of the hair, a color. Yeah, this is the first person that I have drawn without using my graphite paper. My graphite paper first on paper and then on the, but I think I'm getting a little bit more at ease about it in the drawing part of it. I mean, I've done a fair bit, just a little bit. I mean, I'm not that experienced with portraits, but uh, for my book that I'm illustrating, this is my children's book. I've had a bit of practice making, some of my portraits for the book. So, uh, that's what art is. It's the more you do, the more experience you have, and um, then there's when you paint, like if you make something, you paint something, and it's like, oh, I don't know about this, and it's like, well, then the next time you do know, see? So it just all takes time to learn and to figure out what you like and what you don't like. Okay? All right, so that looks a little lighter than that, doesn't it? So I think I'm going to dry this. And I'm actually, so I'm going to make that a little darker because that's like, see, I had to make this up a bit because the photo didn't show this part, so I just made it up. But just a little bit here by the face I could see, and it was darker on this side, so I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to paint it a little darker. But I'm not going to spend much more time on this because I have to start my dinner. We're going somewhere tonight. I'm going to go see my daughter. Or my granddaughter. She's in a play. And I wanted to start my dinner at 4 o'clock. It's 4:03 right now. So I am going to just show you what I'm going to do. And I'm probably not going to finish the hair tonight. I don't want to be late. For this this play that we're going to see, because there's going to be a bunch of people there and we have to get there. It's going to be quite crowded. Okay, now let's see. I think I'm going to go in with my smaller brush, number 2. And you know what, though? First, I got to put some more of that really dark burnt umber in here because her hair is very, very dark. And we're just going to do that. And then I'm going to wrap it up and then probably fiddle with it. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay, so there's the hair so far. And I'm going to be putting her curls. She's got quite a bit of curls. I just love her hair, and I'm probably not going to do her justice, but I'm just going to do it the way I see it. You know, that's all you can do, right? Just have to, I want to get a little bit more. There we go. All right, now, let's see. All right, so I'm going to put the dark parts of her hair in. And then you won't see me, but what I'll do is I'll put like lighter parts. And then I'll blend it all in probably. I just want to get these darker parts here like this. Just like little like curls, like they're coming down. They're so beautiful. Such a beautiful girl. My goodness. Yeah, curls, 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 curls. Okay, and then this part here, I'm gonna go off like this, kind of the other side. Like that. Yeah, this is kind of just woo like that. You see if I can look at my photo reference here. Coming down, like that. Okay, well, that's all I'm going to do today on this. And then tomorrow I'm going to pick up and put in even darker and then lighter, and blend it all in. And I'll probably post a picture of this so you can see the finished painting. Okay, well, thank you for joining me today. I had a lot of fun showing you this. I've had a lot of fun doing this. And like I say, I got so busy with one of my orders yesterday, I couldn't put up my video yesterday. So I hope to get it up later today. I'm going to come home and after the play and finish this, and then I'll probably put my video up. Okay. Okay, thank you for joining me. Give me a thumbs up if you like this, share it with all your friends, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.